to those that live in Italy, how is the situation right now with coronavirus and lockdown? A girl finally said yes to me for a first date, a day before the lockdown. She lives in another region, so press F. I'm a final year medic, and I'm graduating on Thursday over Skype. I live in the heart of the Lombardy region. All my family has it, and my granduncle died. People just stay home and that's it. There is not much to do, and shops are closed. You can hear ambulances all day and night. My uncle is in the hospital with a high fever. His wife got it as well, but she is home as her symptoms are milder. My cousin is taking care of her, and miraculously she is fine. However, her grandpa died, and she couldn't even go to visit him. Her grandma is sick as well, and she can't see her either, and she can't see her dad. Hospitals are closed. The available hospital beds in intensive care have run out, and doctors are making tough choices for who to try to save, which is terrifying considering most of my family is old, and they might not get a bed. Doctors are overworked and tired, and since I know many people that work in the hospital, they are sharing with me these gruesome pics of people recovered in the intensive care unit. They are intubated and it just is a sad view. Hospitals are so full of people on life support. Because of coronavirus, people are amassed on the corridors because they lack rooms. My friend who gets people with the ambulance is working non-stop to get people who are in critical conditions. People keep saying it's just a flu. Yes, sure, but a flu without having had a vaccine can be quite dangerous. The youngest person I know that has it, he is in his 40s and has had 40 degrees Celsius temperature for 2 weeks straight and counting. Don't catch it. It's really not fun, even if your immune system is strong. Trust me on this. I have seen the repercussion on my family firsthand. No church is open or public event is held. Since Italy is primarily populated by old people, we are used to see the streets being empty and everything being quiet. Right now is just quieter. They couldn't even hold the funeral for her grandpa. My grandma woke up sick, and I truly hope she has something else. So many people in my city have it, and yet they keep going around the city and spreading it. Incredible. Some people go to the supermarket and get out of it with tons of food so that they don't need to go shopping again. Others, like my grandma, go every day because how else is she going to get fresh bread? Luckily we have convinced her that she cannot go anymore, and she said from tomorrow she won't leave the house. Just this Sunday she had to go to church to confess. The town priest has been taken to the hospital today because he catched coronavirus and he is in critical conditions. I wonder how this death count will go up now that the hospitals are overfilled. Rumor has it that my cousin's grandma got it because she was in the hospital being treated because she broke her back, but I can't be sure about this, so this is just our personal speculation based on no real evidence, so don't take my word for it. Edit. First cases of people younger than 25 in life support. I'm a doctor who works at one of the largest hospitals in Rome. The situation seems much worse than reported in the news. We are scared, but we continue to go to work for a sense of responsibility by turning. We do not have suitable safeguards for our protection, such as FFP3 masks. Right now I'm in my office in Tuscany, 20 miles away from my home. This morning at 7 AM we hadn't any problem moving around, but I don't know how things will evolve outside my workplace. There are a lot of different informations about what you can and what you can't do from all the media, so I'm here hoping to not getting sick and still be capable at least to move to home tonight and maybe came back to work in the next days. Some say life goes on like always, others say everything is compromised. I'm just here, waiting for things to develop. I have friends in northern Italy quarantined in their homes, my mum in hospital working with face masks, and generally people freaking out. They say grocery shopping will be guaranteed, so overall I'm not even worried about it. Maybe is a chance to have some days off and enjoy my home and some games. Unrequested update is 6 PM. While working we got a document to show to police officers if we get stopped while going from a commune, something like US municipalities, to another. In this document we declare who we are and why we aren't in our home. You can move by car, bike, whatever, if you have to meet your family, older people who need care, children and so on, or go to work. Every other reason is forbidden. Right now you still can go around the commune where you live without almost any problem. You only have to keep distance from people around you. Traffic is quite low compared to last week for example, but people still do their things. A lot of non-fundamental services are closed, but you can still go to a pharmacy, hospital, gas stations and big workplaces like industries. Social life is paused. Almost everything else is still active in my life. I basically live in the epicenter of the outbreak of coronavirus here in Italy. Things are difficult for me because I'm far from my parents, like 1 hour drive. They are in their 70s and I'm stuck because I don't want to go home since I'm scared I could possibly infect them. But at the same time I want to help them with groceries and stuff. I'm currently working from home and going out only once a week to do grocery shopping. To move between different towns we need a documented testing that we are either going home, work or it's an emergency. The hardest part is hearing the daily update of the number of deaths and sick people. Every day we are told that hospitals cannot accept people anymore. All the hospitals here in the Lombardy region are saturated. Nurses and doctors are falling sick too. If you need to go to an emergency room, even if it is not for the coronavirus, they cannot help you and this feeling is devastating. Moreover, there are no masks around. It's impossible to find them, and hospitals are finishing them too. Waking up every day to this is hard, but I'm still hopeful that this thing will end soon. Why did it get so bad in Italy, anyway? It seems so disproportionate and random that Italy of all places got slammed by this disease. I'm a student who lives in Emilia-Romagna. Schools have been closed for 3 weeks. There is no one hanging out. Everyone is cooped up in their houses. NGL. This looks like a post-apocalyptic scenario. People are starting to have relatives with the virus. My aunt, for example, has the virus. In every town there are a few infected. We can't move from a town to another unless we have a specific permission. For example, we can if we have to go to work. Every day we use Google Meet to make online video calls with our teachers and classmates. So we keep studying and doing our programs, even if we are closed in our houses. Many people are terrified, while many are chilling way too much, especially in the southern regions, because the virus has just started spreading there, while here in the northern regions there are already thousands of infected. Sorry for my bad English. I hope this comment answered your questions.